on your Wednesday. Amanda Guerra, Jacqueline D'Agostino. Oh
Amanda,
that's
the second time Amanda can't say my last name. We've worked together for 3 years.
That's okay.
Oh my
every
God.
week I meet you for the first time.
D'Agostino.
I
know it's long, it's Italian, like it's the whole thing.
DJ Duzabo.
Logan Ryan.
How about that? They're already making noise on this side of the set. They did want to start with the two shot, but we're going to go ahead and bring them in. We are getting into week 16. It has been very interesting. And as much as Lige hates this, we are visiting our Super Bowl picks before the start of the season. Lige, go ahead. Who was it?
The Commanders and the Ravens.
All right.
Ravens still got an outside chance.
Okay. Logan, what about you?
Not far off. I have the Ravens as well. Still a chance.
Yeah.
And the Eagles. I mean, I thought they could potentially repeat. It's been a little
shaky.
suspect.
But they still got the Eagles.
Yeah, the funnies. We'll see.
Okay, we have a lot of, there's actually a deflated one behind us in the corner of the studio. I don't know, maybe the Positivity Bunny will come back, Amanda, for the Eagles.
We're going to see. We're going to hope so. Let's dive into some of the biggest matchups we have coming up this weekend because a lot still is on the line. Rams and Seahawks. Some are calling this the biggest matchup of the season so far. This is likely going to be for the 1 seed in the NFC. Rams won the first one at home, taking on the Seahawks on the road. That is a tough task, DJ Duzable.
It really is, and I know everybody will be looking at Sam Darnold's game, and rightfully so, right? That last matchup, 4 interceptions. And the funny thing is, that defense, Seattle's defense still kept them in the game. But they still had a chance to potentially win that game. At the end, I think it was a 63-yard field goal they tried that they didn't connect on. But if you're Sam Darnold, right, there's always been this connotation with you. And the calendar turns in December, you wilter, right? We saw it last year when you were with the Minnesota Vikings versus the Detroit Lions. Then we saw it in the first playoff game versus the LA Rams. So now you have an opportunity. You put it out there perfectly, Amanda. This isn't just for the NFC West round. This is potentially for the #1 overall seed. The last thing you want to do, Logan, is beat the Minnesota Vikings from last year. A team that has that many wins and is traveling on the road in the opening wild card weekend. And that's what's on the line when you look at this game.
You don't want to be Sam Darnold.
Exactly. So you got to think Sam Darnold was probably thinking about that because he's like, we were right on the cusp of winning the NFC North. I didn't play my best. I turned the football over. I took unwarranted sacks. And now we got to travel to LA. Well, you're in the same scenario. This was a team that dismantled you in the playoffs. So you can rectify this shit this week by almost solidifying the NFC West round. But not only that, almost securing the #1 seed in the NFC.
I agree with all that. I think Sam Darnold has rectified this season, changing teams, doing it again. We thought last year was a fluke, but he's playing really well this season. I think he's going to learn from that. I think we got to let him move past it. I think he's got a little more battle tested. And this is the #1 game of the season. Absolutely, on Thursday night, it's unbelievable to have this matchup because this could be a preview of the NFC Championship game. One of these teams is going to be in the Super Bowl. I truly believe one of these teams is going to be in the Super Bowl. If it's not the Rams, it could be the Seahawks. So to make it through this division, oh, by the way, San Fran is no slouch, even with their injuries, then you're battle tested. So whoever wins this game and can finish.
The Seahawks ad nauseum in this segment, but let's talk about the Rams because is Puka going to be 100% healthy, right? We saw him get banged up. Now, he did come back in that game, but he didn't look the same. Potentially no Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
This is a game, I talked to Pete yesterday, I would say, if you love tight ends, this could be your game. Because the Seattle Seahawks like to come out in 12 personnel, which is 1 back, 2 tight ends, and that's how they attack you vertically. When we saw Sean McVay with Kobe Parkinson, and we saw some of the highlights, he's been real big in the red zone. We know that's where Devontae Adams shows up, but with him being out, Kobe Parkinson could get some extra targets in the red zone, and then Sean McVay could go more 2 tight end sets because he may not have Devontae Adams. So that's what I'll be looking for, right? Sean McVay, how do you change your game plan based on the personnel that you have if Devontae Adams can't go?
Well, Lige, we all know, like, as a defender in the league, when you get down to big games, you get down to this situation, it's going to come down to you're playing against good offense, right? When you get to the playoffs, the quarterback's good, the offense are normally good. They're going to drive the ball. It's all going to be, when you get to the red zone, can you hold the field goal? Correct. They're going to get down there, and what the Rams have is when Devontae Adams plays, they're pretty much unstoppable. I mean, Devontae Adams, we saw the list of the top 2 players. Devontae Adams leads the league in touchdown catches under 5 yards. I mean, it's a slant or a fade down there. The Rams aren't going to have that for this one. Can Sean McVay get creative for different ways to get moving the cool with the ball? That's going to be a huge test, a huge question to see this in.
If anybody can get creative.
We know Sean.
Sean McVay. Certainly do it. Yeah, congratulations. Mazel. Okay, so we're going to keep it in the NFC, but talk about the NFC South. And if you would have told me the to start the season that the division would potentially be on the line here with the Bucks and the Panthers going into Week 16. I don't think I would have believed you. Both teams sitting at 7-7. Vegas seems to like the Bucks to come out of the division. Do you agree with that, Logan? Or you? I don't know. Bryce Young, Panthers.
I played in this game. I played in this game where we had to beat the Panthers to win a division and make the playoffs. And the Bucks been winning this division for like 6 straight years. Yeah. That's what the goal is. But I do know in that game, Mike Evans had 3 touchdowns and willed us to win that game. I know on the other side they had Sam Darnold and Baker Mayfield and all those guys. As quarterbacks, with all the Saints. The Bucks still winning the division. This is the Bucks division to lose, and obviously they got to play the Panthers twice. So it's going to come down to this. And what I saw though was a pissed off Todd Bowles in that press conference. Pissed off.
A whole lot of beliefs.
A whole lot of beliefs. I can't even say I'm going to lose my job. And then on the other side, Mike Evans was equally pissed. Yeah, he was. Because he came back and he expected me being back, I'm going to make it happen, and it didn't happen. And guess what? What other quarterback would you rather have in this one that is pissed off? I'll take Baker Mayfield, a pissed off Baker all day. I think the Bucks are now slept on. They're now the underdog role. That's how they probably feel. That's how Baker operates. That's how Mike operates. And Todd Bowles as well. So I feel like with that, I'm going to see that leadership come out this week. I just think the Bucks have a little more leadership. I love Canales. I love what Bryce Young's doing, but they're just not ready for this pissed off Bucks team.
Do you think his history with Baker aids him in regards to knowing what Baker may struggle with on the offensive side?
It has to. I mean, you know, they obviously coached him and helped him kind of resave or rebuild his career.
So 100%. So I look at it this way. I felt a lot more comfortable picking Carolina to win this division until the news came out in Miami. And why I brought that up, because if these two teams were to split and the Bucks beat Miami, the Bucks get into the playoffs. That game is on the road in Miami, and I felt more comfortable the way the Dolphins have been playing down the stretch that the Dolphins could beat the Bucks. Not as comfortable now, but I'm still going to take the Carolina Panthers. And you know why I'm going to take them? When you look at them, since that 3-game win streak they had midway through the season, the last 7 weeks, they've been win-loss, 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 win-loss.
You see that, though?
What did they do?
9 last 10.
I hear that. What did they do last week? They lost, right? And then they play the Seahawks in between, and then they play the Bucks again.
Okay.
So I'm going by history thing. Like, these guys have not been consistent, but one thing has been consistent. They're going to be win-loss, win-loss, win-loss. And look, we talked about this last week when you talk about this Bucks defense. It's not just the secondary that's giving up, busting coverages and wide-open receivers. The run defense has not been good. One thing the Carolina Panthers can do is run that field with that 2-headed monster. So I'm leaning on that. The thing is, what Bryce Young are we going to get? He had an opportunity to close out that game, couldn't do it last week versus Saints. They allowed Tyler Shuck to score 13 unanswered and win that game. This is what has kind of plagued the Carolina Panthers, the inconsistency. Like, they're just not a consistent team right now. And it happens when you're a youthful team. You got to learn how to win in this league. I think they're still trying to learn how to do that and build that culture. But I'm going to go with the running ability with those 2 backs versus the Bucks defense that has really struggled the last couple weeks. I think Carolina ends up getting it done.
Okay, I actually don't know which way I lean, but I want to go to Logan because, look, I love the idea that they're pissed off. You're telling me they were pissed off, like, after they lost? They've won 1 of their last 5 games.
Absolutely.
Like, what goes with, like, why haven't we seen them step up in the past couple of games?
I mean, they're definitely struggling. They absolutely are struggling, but the experience they have, right? Like, Todd Bowles has coached, like, Super Bowl defense, right? They still have Baker Mayfield. They're not going to play this bad for the rest of the season.